ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Okay, so we go against the second boss, I guess you could probably call it. But this guy uses illusions and deceit, whereas the last guy was, I believe, fire. It'd be interesting to see how this guy uses the kind of like marks to tell us a story. Okay, what have we got?
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Okay. Have I missed? I think I've missed one. I'm not too sure where that would be. Part of me's kind of in 2 minds about whether or not to get them, because obviously it tells the story, but they're not overly obvious as to like where they are. You've got to kind of really look and see where they are. So I think if we miss a few, it's all right. You can kind of get the gist of things, but okay, nothing yet. I'm waiting to see if we encounter the same enemies as well. If they're going to be the same kind of type of stuff, otherwise it'll be something, or it's something else even.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Okay, focus. I think in this one it's going to be very centered around your focus as opposed to just straight up fighting and running.
What's that? It's a door. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on. Come on. Push it. She did it. She did it. She did it.
Mm-hmm. The voices are a really cool little touch. Very interesting. Oh, what? Okay. That's really cool. Haha, okay, this is going to be an interesting little kind of level, I think.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Definitely going to be a lot of smoke and mirrors then this level. Definitely going to test the smartness.
Anyone never could close her eyes, however hard she tried, begged.
Oh, the wall's changing. Interesting, okay.
she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
This is really weird playing with headphones. It recommends playing with headphones because a lot of it is left and right based on the headphones. But it's very strange because she'll get very close in one ear, it sounds like, and it's quite scary. Okay, so it is the same guys. Okay.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
Oh, this is a new guy. Oh, I think we might have played this one. I think it's the guy with the shield that's a bit annoying. I think we have to use the focus on him. Okay, that was close. Didn't even get a chance to do anything. Okay, there's two of them.
Behind you.
Ooh. Okay, I need to not get cornered here. Especially with the two other guys.
Ready, Kate. Remember your training. You won.
Okay, that's that guy gone. That's fine. They both came in at the same time then.
Finish this. End it now.
Oh, okay.
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Okay, I need to... Oh, go up. Okay. I thought I had to go up. I don't think I do.
Valravn's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Align the raven. There it is. Oh, this game is so clever. That's really cool, actually. I knew that looking up there was something that had to be a way of getting up to, but how easy it would have been, I wouldn't have known. That's very clever. But it's quite cool.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something shifted. Can you feel it?
Something's shifted.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world, where the forest itself is watching.
Okay, that doesn't budge. So there's definitely something to be done around here, I think. So I think I need to find. There's probably another gate that I have to look through to get to somewhere. There's a. Oh, okay, yep. There's another puzzle up there.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open it. You
To
can do
break
it.
the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravn.
So I need to go up there. Okay, I don't. Ah, there it is. I was gonna say I don't see an obvious gate, but there's one right here.
Line up the ravens.
Aha.
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravn, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of
Oh.
Silence me.
I'm definitely gonna have to use a lot of focus in this map then when I'm fighting him, I think.
Where is it? It's all your fault. Listen, focus. You need to focus. Focus.
This game is so good. Can I go around? I think I can. Yeah. Oh, there's eyes on the trees. I've just noticed. Every now and again there'll be little eyes blinking on the trees.
Fight me.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some of truth become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Okay, that's the doors open. Is there anything over here? I don't think there's anything over here, really. It wouldn't seem like it. Need to go back up over there, I think. Yeah, there's the gate. I didn't even see him. Oh, okay, he was up here.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravn. Tricking her. Valravn. How can she get up? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not her. He's hurting her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
These voices are very... It's very interesting to listen to the voices every now and again. Because it does kind of portray what's happening around you, but they also have little like kind of snippets of help and everything. It's a very interesting mechanic, to say the least. Not to mention it really kind of envelops you into the game and the story.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple.
A
The
mammoth
worst kind
trunk.
comes without warning. Deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
I can't get through.
Valravn, he's there. She has to find another route.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way somewhere. Go round somewhere.
Find your own path.
There's a different way.
It's quite trippy actually, because you can't, because of the walls doing the, what is it called, a Rorschach test? Oh, hello. It's really hard to kind of.
Stop them! Look behind!
Okay, I need to get rid of the big guy fast.
Behind you!
Ooh, okay.
Get out of the way!
I'm stuck. This isn't good. This isn't good. Okay, back off, back off, back off. Yo, guys, chill.
Watch out!
Gotcha.
He's down! Behind you!
Wait, I just stabbed him in the neck. How is he not dead? This doesn't make sense.
Defend yourself!
Okay, that's that guy gone. And there's another one. Of course there is. I need to kind of get this other guy first.
Take him down! Stop! She will die.
Bit of a chain lock there. Oof. That was a nice little combo then, actually. Managed to, like, there's a couple of basic attacks and then kick him. And that stuns him, keeps him stunned, and then you can auto-attack him again. Tips and tricks. Okay.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
The Norse people were definitely creative. I'll say that much. Some of the stories would be incredible. I've never noticed those birds, actually. So, oh, that's where we just were. That's where we fought... Oh, the other guy. I can't remember his name, actually. That's where we fought him, so we must be getting close now to fighting the illusion guy.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
I'm very cautious about all the statues. I feel like they could turn into this guy in a matter of seconds. I don't think they will, because whenever you kind of enter combat, she unscythes her sword. Unsheaths? Whatever word that is. So whether or not it's... Okay, let's go and... I know that that's a gateway there, so I think if I go and activate the gate here, it might trigger the next event. I think this is the boss room.
The song. Valravn's song. It's over here. It's over here.
Is that?
Okay.
No, it's here. There's two.
Listen, focus. Listen.
It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere.
The forest.
Where?
Okay, I'm just gonna walk through this and see if anything actually changes.
In the wilds.
The wilds.
She left the room. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could.
Okay, I can't get that. So there's this bridge over here.
No. It nearly killed
I
her.
think it's gonna be one of these where you have to go through multiple ones to get to the main one.
She can't.
It's kind of a bit of a challenge through that. That's my thought, at least.
She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
And I go back
She
around.
thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too.
She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
I'm not entirely sure if these doors are necessarily needed to be open, but We can do them just in case. I feel like if you go back through one world and you miss it, you kind of have to start all over again.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated a sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind, and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Okay. I feel like if I can just walk off this, but I'll die. No, I know what to do. I know what to do. Yep, I know what to do now. As I've opened that gate, I can re-walk. Re-walk? I can go back through this gate, and that wall will be there, and then I can walk across it. So the doors are somewhat key. Does this get rid of, like, a lot of these then? Oh, it does.
The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No. Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Valravn's.
It's very clever. I do enjoy this.
He's not helping.
It's trick.
Quiet. Can't think. Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Okay. Where is the next bit? There it is. I'm trying to see. It's quite subtle when you look through the gates of what's changed. Obviously, it can be quite big. It can be very obvious, but sometimes it's not too obvious. Really got to look around. I'm gonna do this gate first, just so I've done it, just in case. I played enough games to know that if you, it's better to be prepared than not. Okay. Y'all need to stop with this.
The ravens. They were what? No. There's still 3. There's 3. There's 3. Where have they gone? They're gone. She did it. What does that mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And in the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought grow in strength until they consumed her whole. There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the she knew it. The darkness had her in its claws. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
And into the pits we go. Just check there's no audios. Oh, this is going to be an interesting boss.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Okay. So back up the way we came. And let's see if... I don't think I can get up on that left hand side. Not yet, at least. I have been known to miss the glaringly obvious. So I can't climb up there, can I? No. Okay. There is another path here, though. I still can't get over the gates. Like, it's so clever.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, but his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth. The man that I am.
Oh, okay.
And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
I feel like I missed something because I was really focused on that story. I'm not entirely sure what I might have missed. Okay. Yeah, I think I missed something back on that other side. So I think, looking at it, I need to be up on that little like nest area. But there's also this random piece here. Doesn't necessarily make too much sense. What's new there? There was another branch, that's why. So you have to go. Oh, okay, right. Yep. I basically went through it and I needed to go back through it again. Thus opening the second branch. This one takes me up to the nest.
The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me. I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back.
I think I'm getting eaten.
But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting that attack. That was a new. I was gonna say these guys seem a bit easier than last time, but I don't know if they are.
Finish this. Finish this. Anticipate.
Oh, gotcha. No way, that hit me. This is requiring so much focus, so I do apologize if I'm very quiet.
It's nearly over. He can reach. They surrounded you. He finished him. Behind you.
Okay. This is a really awkward situation.
Focus now. Focus is focus now. Focus.
Ah, the focus takes him out of his little, like, ooh.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
the mark of Valravn, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming.